This is Disney Entertainment News Today. I'm Rob Whiteside, and here now are the top Disney entertainment stories for Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. Well, the first two episodes of ObiWan Kenobi debuted early on Disney Plus. Instead of the scheduled midnight Pacific premiere, the highly anticipated series, starring Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, was available at 9 p.m. Pacific and midnight on the East Coast. ObiWan Kenobi begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, where ObiWan Kenobi faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker, who turned to the dark side as evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Then, just days after the release of ObiWan Kenobi on Disney+, a new content warning appeared on the show's detail page, warning that some viewers may find its content, quote, upsetting. The full warning reads, quote, "There are certain scenes in this fictional series that some viewers may find upsetting." This change appears to be linked to the mass shooting tragedy at an elementary school in Texas early last week, where 19 children were killed. Variety reports that the warning previously made a more explicit mention to this angle, reading, quote, "Although this fictional series is a continuation of the story from Star Wars movies filmed many years ago, some scenes may be upsetting to viewers in light of the recent tragic events. Warning, contains violence involving children." In other news, Star Wars Celebration Anaheim just concluded this weekend, and we had a slew of announcements that we can't wait to share. First up, Lucasfilm has announced the first two episodes of Andor, the next Star Wars Disney Plus series, will debut on August 31st. You can watch that teaser trailer right now on our website. Disney Plus and Lucasfilm also released a poster. Andor is a prequel series to Star Wars Rogue One, focused on Cassian Andor, played by Diego Luna. It also stars Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. Total Films shared the first official image from the series, revealed at Star Wars Celebration on Twitter. The series begins 5 years before Rogue One. 12 episodes have already been filmed for the first season, and they have 12 more to go for the second season. The final scene of the show will connect directly to Rogue One, and it was originally announced that the series would have 5 seasons, but later rumored to be shortened to 3, and then showrunner Tony Gilroy confirmed it will be 2 seasons, the first set over 1 year, and the second set over 4 years. Lucasfilm announced at their Star Wars Celebration stage in Anaheim at a panel that Season 3 of The Mandalorian will premiere on Disney Plus in February 2023. They also confirmed that Katie Sackhoff will return as Bo-Katan, Din Djarin, played by Pedro Pascal, will journey to Mandalore. Carl Weathers is also confirmed to return, and the third season of the hit show was already in pre-production in spring of 2020. We learned earlier this year that Christopher Lloyd has also joined that cast. And while Season 3 is about 8 months away, Jon Favreau is already working on Season 4 of The Mandalorian. Favreau confirmed that he was already writing the next season in an interview with Cinema Blend. Quote, "With television, we're very lucky that we don't have to rush things through into an hour and a half or 2 hours," Favreau said. "We get to tell stories slowly. So now that Dave Filoni is doing Ahsoka, it's very much informing the writing that I'm doing for The Mandalorian Season 4. It becomes, how should I put it more precise? Season 3 of The Mandalorian has wrapped principal photography. Ahsoka is in production right now and will premiere next year." More information has been announced about the new Star Wars series directed by John Watts. The galactic coming-of-age series titled Star Wars Skeleton Crew will be about kids, but not strictly a kids' show. It's in pre-production now and stars Jude Law. A casting notice called for children around 11 to 12 years old, and John Watts, Christopher Ford, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni will all executive produce. It will stream on Disney Plus next year. Ahsoka, a Star Wars Disney Plus series starring Rosario Dawson as the titular character, will premiere in 2023. Production began on the series earlier this month. Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Natasha Liu Bordizzo have been cast, the later portraying the live-action version of Sabine Wren. However, Sabine won't be the only familiar character from Star Wars Rebels to appear in this live-action Ahsoka series. Disney has confirmed at Star Wars Celebration that Hera and her droid Chopper will also appear in Ahsoka. They did not announce who will portray Hera. She was voiced by Vanessa Marshall in the animated series, and Disney showed some footage of Ahsoka, and Hera was only seen from the back. The Twitter account for The Mandalorian shared photos of the real-life Chopper, who joined the panel at Star Wars Celebration. The panel also teased the possible live-action appearance of Ezra Bridger, the main character of Star Wars Rebels. Ezra disappeared into hyperspace at the end of the series with Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Sabine set out with Ahsoka to find him. In The Mandalorian, Ahsoka was also still attempting to find Thrawn. The Acolyte, an upcoming Star Wars Disney Plus series, will draw from the non-canon Legends expanded universe, Vanity Fair reports. The Acolyte will be set during the High Republic era, approximately 100 years before the events of the Star Wars films. The canon book series Star Wars The High Republic has already explored the era, and Leslie Headland, co-creator of Russian Doll, is in charge of the mystery thriller series, which will focus on the dark side of the Force and have a female main character. Headland told Vanity Fair that she knows the High Republic timeline, quote, really well, and is a fan of Legends, aka the Expanded Universe, which was declared non-canon when Disney began working on Star Wars The Force Awakens. Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilm, also said Headland is a, quote, gigantic fan of Star Wars. Quote, what's wonderful about Leslie is she knows it all, Kennedy said. I mean, she's really read a gazillion books inside the EU. There are little bits and pieces that she's drawing from that no one has ever explored yet in the on-screen telling. Though Legends is not canon, some elements from the old novels have been pulled into the new canon. A major example would be the reintroduction of Grand Admiral Thrawn in Star Wars Rebels. What obscure bits and pieces of Star Wars Legends are you hoping to see in The Acolyte on Disney+? Let us know that in the comments below. If you ever wanted a more appropriate way to introduce younglings to the Star Wars universe, a new series is in production and announced this past weekend, and it might just be perfect. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures is a new series to fill that void, debuting next spring. The series takes place during the High Republic era, around 200 years before the Skywalker saga begins, and focuses on younglings in the Jedi Order training in the ways of the Force. During their adventures, they learn compassion, self-discipline, teamwork, patience, and friendship together. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures debuts in spring 2023 on both Disney Plus and Disney Junior. Are you excited to see a Star Wars series for kids? Let us know where in the comments below. LEGO also announced during their Star Wars Celebration panel that they will release a new Star Wars special titled Summer Vacation on August 5th. The special is set after Episode 9 of the Star Wars saga, where Rey, Poe, Finn, and Chewbacca need a vacation after defeating Palpatine. The cast was revealed, including Anthony Daniels and Billy D. Williams returning as C-3PO and Lando, respectively. Yvette Nicole Brown, who was hosting the panel, will star as a new character, Valeria. They revealed a still of her character sitting in a ship cockpit. LEGO also revealed a still of Finn taking a selfie with BB-8. LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation will be streaming on Disney Plus starting on August 5th, 2022. We also heard that perhaps this may be taking place in Batuu. Fans may be waiting a little while to see the further adventures of Lando Calrissian, according to Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. In an interview she did with Yahoo Entertainment's Kevin Polloway at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim 2022, Kennedy cited scheduling issues for the delays on the Lando series. It was announced back in 2020 with star Donald Glover, and she acknowledges that Glover is, quote, popular and also, quote, very busy, which has made it difficult to begin production on the series, adding, quote, if we could be doing that tomorrow, I would love it. Still, she remains optimistic, saying that conversations are still ongoing. In Lando, Glover will reprise his performance as the title character, which he last performed in Solo, a Star Wars story. Series creator Justin Simeon from Dear White People is keeping himself busy in the meantime as he serves as director of the upcoming film Haunted Mansion, which hits theaters March 10th, 2023. In an interview with Total Film, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy announced that the first new Star Wars film since 2019's Rise of Skywalker will arrive in theaters in late 2023. The new feature will be helmed by Thor Love and Thunder director Taika Waititi, and the title of Waititi's Star Wars film has not been announced. Waititi previously worked on The Mandalorian, and he served as director and also provided the voice of IG-11. Are you excited that the new Star Wars theatrical release is led by Taika Waititi? Well, let us know in the comments. A new anthology series of original Star Wars shorts is on its way to Disney Plus, courtesy of Dave Filoni, director of the Star Wars Clone Wars. Entitled Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, the series will be animated and will contain 6 episodes set in the prequel era. The episodes will focus on Ahsoka Tano for half, and the other half on Count Dooku when he was still a Jedi. During the Star Wars celebration in Anaheim, the show was revealed. Filoni also announced that Liam Neeson will return to voice Qui-Gon Jinn during the show. Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker will also appear. The first episode and the show's trailer were screened during the panel, but have not yet been released. Are you excited for the release of Star Wars Tales of the Jedi later this year, or are you more of a live-action fan of series like Andor? Let us know in the comments. On the last day of Star Wars Celebration, Disney has released the full trailer for the second season of The Bad Batch. Watch that official trailer right now on our website. Season 2 will premiere this fall on Disney+. It was also announced that the new Star Wars Visions animated series will be getting a second season, and that will air on Disney Plus in spring of 2023. During their panel at Star Wars Celebration, Lucasfilm also announced that the Willow Series will debut on November 30th. You can watch that teaser trailer right now on WDWNT.com. The Willow Series will take place 20 years after the original film, and Warwick Davis will return as his namesake hero. His daughter Annabelle Davis will portray his on-screen daughter. Joanne Whaley will return as Princess Sorsha. Ron Howard directed the original Willow film and returns as executive producer on the series, with Bob Dolman, writer of the original film, serving as consulting producer. Transgender actress Talisa Garcia was cast in the series earlier this year, and she will be the first trans actor to portray a cisgender character on a Disney Plus project. John Chu was originally set to direct, but stepped down from the project early last year. Indiana Jones 5 will be released on June 30th of 2023. Lucasfilm confirmed this at Star Wars Celebration. It does not yet have an official title, but Harrison Ford was in attendance and John Williams conducted a performance of the iconic theme for the series. Lucasfilm released the first image from the film featuring Indiana Jones silhouetted in gold light. Production began last summer and, after a delay because Harrison Ford was injured, wrapped in February of this year. The first merchandise for the film has started to arrive at the Disneyland Resort. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the highly anticipated sequel to the 2019 game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, will release next year, and a new trailer dropped amid Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim. This game is set 5 years after the Fallen Order, with Cal Kestis on his own and his lightsaber in the hands of the Empire, from whom he's still on the run. That's as far as we know about the plot. Kestis will return as protagonist along with BD-1. Star Wars Jedi Survivor releases in 2023 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Are you excited to play the new game? Let us know in the comments. With the introduction of Boba Fett and Fennec Shand to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, Disney is disrupting the timeline of the land for the first time. Until now, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has remained strictly set between episodes 8 and 9 of the Star Wars saga, and the characters who appeared on Batuu included Kylo Ren and Rey. Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, the Mandalorian and Grogu, the latter two who will appear in the land soon, are from an earlier era of the galaxy far, far away. Their Disney Plus shows are set a few years after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Disney stated in an announcement that the Disney Plus characters will, quote, remain in their specific story and timeline and won't intersect with other characters or stories that would not be appropriate for them. That means we won't see Boba Fett and Rey hanging out. It is possible that Boba, Fennec, the Mandalorian, and Grogu are still alive by the events of The Last Jedi, but they probably wouldn't look the same as they do in their shows. This opens up the door to other classic Star Wars characters appearing in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge later on, with schedules that keep them from ever running into someone that shouldn't be born before another 20 years. At this time, Disney has only confirmed these appearances for Disneyland Resort. How do you feel about Disney breaking that timeline of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Are there any characters you're hoping to see in the future? Guess what? Let us know in the comments. In some non-Star Wars news, the God of Thunder is back as Marvel Studios has released a new trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder during the NBA Eastern Conference Finals game between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Chris Hemsworth returns as Thor, who seeks inner peace after the events of Avengers Endgame, but returns to hero duty as Gore the God Butcherer, played by Christian Bale, threatens the existence of all gods in the new film directed by Taika Waititi. To help him in his fight, Thor recruits Korg, played by Waititi, Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, and his former love interest Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman, who has now become the mighty Thor, possessing similar abilities to Thor, as well as his old hammer. A teaser for the film debuted last month. Thor: Love and Thunder storms into theaters on July 8th. Check out that new trailer on WDWNT.com. And grab your pins and get ready to head back to the future as new storyboards have been revealed from Tomorrowland, showing off a deleted sequence from the 2015 film. To mark the 7th anniversary of the film's release, fan website Tomorrowland Times sat down for an interview with storyboard artist Mark Venna, who worked on the film. In addition to sharing information on some scenes that didn't make it into the final cut of the movie, Venna also gave Tomorrowland Times permission to edit some of his storyboards together to show off a deleted sequence where a young Frank Walker learns about the secret society of inventors known as Plus Ultra as he enters a hidden track on It's a Small World at the 1964-65 World's Fair. While not currently on Disney Plus in the United States, Tomorrowland can be found on Starz. Finally, last week, Disney released the first image from Disenchanted, the long-awaited sequel to Enchanted, and announced it will stream on Disney Plus this Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day is November 24th this year, but Disney did not specify if the film would begin streaming on that exact day or just around Thanksgiving. The image features Amy Adams as Giselle wearing a peacock-inspired dress and exchanging a glare with Maya Rudolph as Melvania Monroe, the film's villain. Also returning to the cast is Patrick Dempsey as Giselle's husband, the cynical pragmatist Robert Phillips, James Marsden as the dashing but daft Prince Edward from Andalasia, and Idina Menzel as Nancy Tremaine, the former dressmaker now married to Prince Edward. Colton Stewart will be playing the son of Malvania. Also among the cast are Yvette Nicole Brown as Rosalind, Jayma Mays as Ruby, and Oscar Nunez as Edgar. The Seven Dwarfs will also reportedly make an appearance. For the absolute latest in Disney entertainment news, head on over to WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're enjoying the show, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to Unplanned Downtime on YouTube for more great content, and click that bell for notifications. Also hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. And if you enjoy Disney movies and TV shows, do not forget to join us for our weekly review show, Deep in the Plus. We do that show live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. This week, we're doing Obi-Wan episodes 1 and 2, so please join us. You can also find previous episodes available on demand right here on Unplanned Downtime. For the worldwide leader in Disney parks news and entertainment, this is Rob Whiteside saying, don't have a good day, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.